Hey, good afternoon, fam. It's your brother G Hightower coming in. That's right, coming in on this wonderful Tuesday afternoon, fam. And I just had a thought I wanted to share this afternoon, um, and I'll make a little space for us to have a Q&A. Um, the, what I wanted to share, though, the thought that I had to share today is if you're in a relationship, family, listen. There are several pillars that are necessary to make a relationship sustainable. If the relationship is going to be sustainable, if it's going to be fruitful, if it's going to be enjoyable, one of the foundational pillars that holds that relationship up is the pillar of communication. You just can't make it without communication. And it's really interesting because in today's world, I think we're so hyperactive, and many of us, perhaps not on a formally diagnosed medical level, but certainly on a relationship level, many of us suffer from ADHD, attention deficit disorder. Like we really don't pay attention to each other. And that's mind boggling to me because how do you expect to have a relationship if we're not listening to each other? Um, Men, we have to understand our woman. I mean, one of the things that secures that woman's heart and causes her to really give herself to us in a relationship is her heart. Yeah, the finances are important, but the finances are not as important to a woman as our ability is to spiritually lead her and to emotionally support her. Now, finances are important. You can't have a healthy relationship, and certainly not a marriage without finances. Yes, you got to have it, right? But if we both have money, then that, while it's wonderful, that's not going to sustain a relationship. All right. I mean, come on. You read about it, you hear about it all the time. Marriages, all in Hollywood, in the business sector. I mean, heck, even Bill Gates and his wife, and they got more money than, small countries. Just them as a couple, they got more money than small countries have together. But they ended up in divorce. So obviously, money is not enough. All right. So, one of the things that is absolutely essential in the sustaining of a relationship, and again, to make it fruitful and enjoyable, is communication. And as I've been blessed to counsel with and to coach several couples, um, just recently coaching a couple, and I even grew frustrated with the fact that they kept cutting each other off. And I sat there and watched back and forth, like I'm looking at, Venus and Serena Williams playing a tennis match, and I'm just back and forth, back and forth, back. But oh, okay, well, shout out to our new girl, Coco Golf. Um, I'm like I'm watching a tennis match, back and forth, and finally, I had to interrupt this husband and wife. I said, "Excuse me, can you both shut up?" And they both jumped like this because, of course, I'm a real mellow brother. I love being mellow. I love being peaceful. I covet peace. But they had gotten on my last nerve. I mean, we're standing right on top of it. Blessings, Paula. And I just literally told them, I said, "Would you both shut up?" And they both just jumped. I said, "Listen, nothing is going to be accomplished between the two of you if you're not listening. And both of you can't talk at the same time." I said, "So come on, I want you all to do this exercise with me." And they're both still stunned because they never heard me, boom, come at them so hard. And I said, "Okay, come on, let's take a minute. First of all, let's breathe. Okay. We're going to take 3 deep breaths right now. Okay." And had everybody breathe in and breathe out. And we took a pause. And I said, "Okay, now moving forward," I said, "You're going to speak first." I was speaking to his wife. "And then you're going to speak next." I said, "And in this moment, neither one of you are going to interrupt the other person. All right. My brother, when you're listening to your wife, I want you to resist the temptation to interrupt her. Well, Dr. G, she always interrupted me when I'm talking. You know, she always interrupted me when I'm talking. And I'm like, right now, the only thing that matters is what we're doing here in this exercise. This is the only thing that matters. It doesn't matter about whatever took place prior to today. Okay? You're going to listen to your wife, and I need you to shut to the up. They both fell out laughing. I said, yeah, come on. I want both of you to practice this exercise with me. Hey, Pastor Spring, good to see you. I said, listen, come on, both of you practice this exercise with me. Shut to the up. And they're both cracking up laughing. I said, come on, both of you say it with me. Both of you say, shut to the up. Shut to the up. Shut to the up. I said, whenever you think you want to say something while your partner is talking, I need you to shut to the up. Just say that on the inside, okay? And wait for them to finish speaking. And it was really interesting. We ended up being a really fun session. And of course, you know, kissing and hugging and made up afterward. And I said, okay, now y'all do husband and wife stuff, and I'm out. And it was a good session. And it was interesting. And they both confessed at the end. They said, you know what, Dr. G, we're so accustomed to coming at each other. We didn't think about the importance of talking to each other. And I said, yeah, you got to think on this level that your wife is not your enemy. Brother, sister, your husband is not your enemy. So we're not trying to boom, just let off on each other like you're firing a gun. No, you're sharing the thoughts from your heart, but how you share is everything. It's just like our grandmothers told us, Pastor Spring, it's not what you say, but it's how you say it. And so based on how you deliver a message, then you're going to get the kind of response that you're looking for. So if you speak the truth in love, if you share your heart in a loving fashion and not in a condescending way, not in a sarcastic way, sarcasm is always going to end up triggering somebody and somebody's going to go off. All right. So we got to let go of the sarcasm. The ultimate goal here is to communicate your message and get a positive response in return. You're not going to get a positive response if you're being sarcastic. You're not going to get a positive response if you're speaking in a condescending way. Well, you know, since he didn't graduate from college, I'll try to simplify it. Look, boo, as soon as you come at your husband like that, it's going to be on like popcorn. Okay? All right? Brothers, the same thing is true for us. You can't speak down to your wife. Yes, you are the headship. Yes, you are the leader. Yes, God entrusts you as the priest of the home. But guess what, men? God told us to love our wives as Christ loved the church, who loved her and gave himself for her. That means, brothers, our love for her has to be unconditional and sacrificial. It means, brothers, that we have to hold back and not come at our wives in an aggressive way. Think about it, brother. I want to take you all the way back to your wedding day or to your engagement day when you proposed or when you were dating and you had so much fun and you thought that this woman was the best woman on the planet. Okay, so let's go back there. Now, with that picture of this beautiful woman in your mind, how would you speak to her? Because now y'all 12 years in and now y'all just hurling words you're weaponizing your words at each other. And that's not helpful. That's hurtful. So if we're going to have a fruitful, enjoyable relationship, our communication is everything. All right. Blessings to you. I see you all coming in the room. Hey, Queen Lavora, blessings to you. Veronica, thanks for coming in. Hey, good to see you, Miss Monique. So yeah, it's always how you say a thing, not what you say, but how you say a thing. All right. I always enjoy being out here by the pool. I have just a myriad of thoughts when I'm out here by the pool, but apparently my reception is not good out here. So I'll go ahead and pause and see if you all have any questions. I'm not here long. I just wanted to pop in for a quick minute and just share a thought. All right. Anybody have any questions? Dating questions, relationship questions, marriage questions, sex questions, I will answer any of your questions, all of your questions, to the best of my ability. I don't have all the answers, but I will do my best. My dad raised me in such a way where my dad never let me say, I don't know. So even if it's something I don't know, I will go and find out for you. Okay. That's always my position. I may not have the answer, but I can definitely go and get the answer for you. All right. So let's chop it up. I'll give you another 5 minutes or so, fam. And anybody has any communication questions, relationship questions, dating questions, marriage, sex questions, let's chop it up. Anybody? Anybody? All right. Well, I guess we have no questions today. Hey, Benjela. Miss Monique said, I missed how you can tell if you are sexually compatible from a kiss. Oh, Monique, you're trying to get me to tell my secrets. Okay, I got you, Letitia. You're trying to get me to tell my secrets, Monique. Okay, so how can I tell if a woman, if I'm sexually compatible, if we are sexually compatible from a kiss? So when you kiss someone, there's more that goes into a kiss than just two lips meeting, right? It's the way you embrace each other. It's the way you look at each other in the eyes before the kiss takes place. It's the kiss itself. It's the embrace. It's how long the kiss lasts. Um, all of those things. How tender is the kiss? How sensual is the kiss? Um, is it a kiss where it's a peck where I feel like, I just kissed my aunt or my grandmother? Or is it a real kiss? There's a lot that goes into a kiss if you know how to kiss. And I guess, honestly, Miss Monique, um, a lot of people just don't put a lot of effort into the kiss because uh, a lot of people are just interested in getting right to the bedroom, getting right to sex. Um, but anybody who is a good lover understands that foreplay makes the sexual act, so the act of lovemaking, so much more intense, so much more enjoyable. So of course, as single people, we ain't trying to have sex. So you want to put a lot into this kiss because the ultimate goal of it is not even the physical stimulation as much as it is conveying real love for that person, right? Conveying real love. I mean, because I would hope that when you go out on a date, you ain't kissing everybody, right? I know I don't. I don't kiss everybody I go out on a date with, although I don't go out on a date often. But everybody I go out on a date with, I don't kiss them. So if we have gotten to that point of sharing a kiss, and of course, this is not or should not be during the dating phase, because remember, family, dating is for discovery. All right. We're just trying to see if we're compatible or not. We're just trying to see if we are what I call, if we share COP, compatibility of purpose, more than just chemistry, more than just an attraction. Do we share compatibility of purpose? Right. And that usually takes a couple of dates and spending quality time with that person to really figure that out. So once we decide mutually that we want to be exclusive with each other and we're at the courtship phase, then a kiss is doable. Now, other people may say, "Oh, well, it was just love at first sight, and our first date we shared a kiss." I mean, do you? You're grown, you can figure that out. But I would say you want to be careful with that kissing on the first date, and you haven't really taken the time to really get to know this person because you're opening up your heart, you're opening up your soul, and you're making a bond and a connection through the sensuality of a kiss. So I would guard against that, even for us as men. I know men, you think you want to get a kiss because she's looking good, lipstick on point, skin looking all good, she's smelling good. Nothing better than a good smelling woman. Woo! Ah, my God in heaven. Listen. Okay, G, come on back. All right. But boom, and her skin is all soft, and you've held her hand, and you all are talking, and you all are looking at each other eye to eye. My grandmother always said that the eyes are the window to the soul. And so you're having all of that wonderful contact. And so y'all might go there. I would guard against that for us men and women. I would guard against that. But you're grown. So if you're feeling it, hey, get down for yours and show you right. But I would also say, make sure you're careful with that, because when you get really, really, really deep into kissing, it definitely can lead to sex. And you want to stay out of that, right? As single folks. All right. So, yes, Miss Monique. So, the emotional piece, the emotional connection through the kiss is very, um, there's some things there just in the kiss by itself is very telling in terms of one's compatibility with another person. All right. Let's see. Let's get to Miss Letitia's question. Letitia had a great question. How should a lady express interest? I love this question. I love this question. This is a mature woman's question. So, ladies, how you would express interest in a man? Um, you can do it one of two or three ways. Number one, sincerely pay him compliments. Um, Men, some things go over our heads as men. So, ladies, if you are wanting to express that you are attracted to or that you're interested in a man, you got to be intentional. Just like as men, we have to be intentional if we want to express our interest in you, right? So you want to be intentional about that. So, ladies, I know that the old school regime taught us that a man should pursue, a man should do this, a man should extend the first invitation, a man should be the first one to ask out on a date, a man should be the one, if you all are long distance, he should be the one flying to you. None of those things, first of all, are biblical. It's just traditions that somebody came up with. They thought it was cool, but life happens, and many of those things are not always doable. For example, I've heard many, many, many dating coaches talk about if the relationship is long distance, that he should fly to you first. That may not be doable due to his work schedule. It may be much more convenient for him to pay for your flight ticket for you to fly to his city. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as he pays for your flight ticket to fly you out. um, so there's that. Or you may have business in his city. He may not be able to get off work. He may be able to have time for you after work, but he may not have the time to take off from work to go and spend time with you for a couple of days. All right. You may have a more flexible schedule, especially if you are a woman who works remotely. Right. So all of those things are factors. You just want to make sure that he provides, that he pays for your ticket, unless the company is paying you for you to fly into the city and you guys are just going to meet up since you're going to already be there doing business. All right. So there's those circumstances. But Letitia, I would say more directly to the question, expressing interest in him could be just you inviting him out to lunch. You invite him to have coffee. It really depends on the scenario. It depends on the setting. Is it at work? Is it a social setting? Is it at a conference? Um, it depends on the setting. So I would really gauge it based on that. If it's a work thing where you see each other regularly and you really want to express interest in him, then I would invite him out for coffee or lunch. Not to dinner, not to dinner. No, because dinner takes on a whole nother connotation. Dinner is all about romance. And Lady Felicia knows this because I've been teaching the same thing for years. Um, I would say, ladies and gentlemen, I know this is going to be unpopular, but I would say your first 3 to 5 dates should not be dinner. At least your first three. Why is that important, Dr. G? Well, because number one, because again, dinner takes on a romantic vibe. It's nighttime, it's dim lights, it's candles. And for many people, they're going to have a glass of wine or two. So when you're having a glass of wine or two, and there ain't no sin in it, I personally don't drink at all, but ain't no sin in it. But if you have a glass of wine or two, then that lowers your inhibitions. You become much more relaxed, and you're not as your discernment level is diminished, and you're not as sharp to pick up on certain clues in your interaction at dinner versus broad daylight at lunch or having coffee or going to a smoothie shop. Okay. So I highly recommend your first 3 dates should not be dinner. Okay. No dinner, no movies. All right. That's like the most boring thing ever. You can't talk at a movie. Going to the movies together. And the only way I would suggest going to the movies, or not even, I would never suggest it, but the only way that I would approve of on a personal level as a coach, the only way I would approve of movies is that it's a part of our whole day that we're going to spend together. Now, if you're going to spend the whole day together, then that's cool, because the movies are just a part of an overall set of things that we're doing. But I highly recommend that we don't go to the movies, because the movies is 2.5 to 3 hours just sitting in the dark. We can't talk very much. We can only whisper. Hey, did you see that? Oh my God, that was crazy. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's all we can do. And then somebody may, shh, go miss the good part. Shut up. Hey, fool, don't tell me to shut up. Next thing you know, we throwing popcorn and it's a gang fight up in there, a scene out of like Martin, when Martin and Tommy and Gina and Pam and them went to the movies, you know what I mean? Throwing popcorn and all of that. So we ain't trying to be ratchet and get gangsta up in here, you know what I mean? Just because we from the hood don't mean we have to act hoodish. So, but yeah, Miss Letitia, for a classy woman like you, I would recommend, again, invitation to coffee. And ladies, please let go of your inhibitions. Please let go of these old school traditions that grandmama, Auntie Mabel, mom, and the church taught y'all. Ladies, if y'all doing everything else in this world, making 6 and 7 figures, boss chicks, got my business, doing this, doing that. If y'all doing all that, how come you can't ask a man out for coffee or lunch? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Now, what's beautiful about this is from there, you're going to see if he's mutually interested, because based on how he responds to you during coffee, during lunch, that's going to let you know if this relationship has a possibility. If it has a possibility, he's going to be responding, oh my God, this was great. Hey, so listen, next time I'm taking you to lunch. Hey, where can we go? Boom, boom, boom. He's going to immediately follow suit. He's not going to be like, wow, this was great. Okay, well, we'll see you at work. He's not going to do that, ladies. If he's interested in you, he's going to ask you out. Okay? He's going to ask you out. Now, here's a third reason why I highly recommend that we don't do dinner within the first 3 dates. Because ladies, guess what you want to find out? You want to find out if he is interested in you, and especially if he asks you out on a date first. You want to find out how creative he is. Okay? How creative is this brother? Does he only know how to do dinner and a movie? You know what I mean? Shout out to Ron Isley, beautiful song that he made with his wife in the video. Hello, hello, baby, what's your name? Hey, dinner and a movie. Okay, anyway, sorry. I can't sing, y'all. Can you tell? Yeah, Ron Isley shot that video with his wife too. I thought that was so dope. So anyway, dinner and movie is played out. That's played out. I mean, way played out. Okay. So how creative is he? You know what I mean? Let's get active. Let's get out. Let's do some stuff. You know what I mean? Because ladies, you want to see this man in several settings. Boom. Hey, let's take a walk on the beach, or let's take a walk around the park. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jill Scott. You know what I mean? Roller skating. Hey, let's get some bikes and ride along the boardwalk. Hey, let's go on a little hike. Hey, let's go horseback riding. Hey, let's go miniature golf, right? Hey, let's go to a museum and just chill. Boom, Black History Museum. What? We in DC? What? We in LA? What? We in New York? Hey, let's go up here to Harlem. Let's go and check out some Black history. I mean, there's so many wonderful things to do other than just dinner and a movie. You know what I mean? So, ladies, you want to see this man in several settings. You want to see how he interacts with others. How does he interact with the waiter or the waitress? How does he interact with other men? Other men are going to be looking at you, Letitia. They're going to be checking you out and be like, "Oh man, he got him a baddie." How does he respond to that? Does he respond with a smile and be like, "Yeah, bro, this is me," or does he get angry and hostile and nose nostrils start getting all big and all that? He gets, maybe not have a good temperament, right? You want to notice all those things. Ladies, you want to see if his head spins around like an owl when he sees another woman walking by. Or does he exercise self-control? He sees a woman walking by, but he's with you. He doesn't turn his head all around and be like, dang, she got a nice booty. No, he just boom, nods, smile, boom, keep it moving, and he's engaged in conversation with you. He's right here with it. He ain't even paying attention to big booty Judy walking by over there. You know what I'm saying? You want to see all those things while you're out together. Okay. Yes, come on, Coach Sheila. So you want to see him in various settings. So again, the first 3 dates, no dinner. No dinner. He's going to ask you out to dinner, either because it's the end of the day, he's looking forward to taking you to dinner, he has a nice place he wants to take you to, or he lacks creativity. So challenge him, ladies, in a loving way. Don't be mean and nasty. I don't go out to dinner on the first 3 days because Dr. G told me. See, I don't be going out. See, I don't know what the other kind of women you've been dealing with, but I don't go out to dinner on the first 3. No. Don't go there, because you may not make it to the first date at all. All right. But you want to lovingly, in a fun way, challenge him. Say, hey, I don't, he's going to say, hey, I want to take you to this dinner spot, boom, 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 boom. And you say, oh, that's nice. Compliment him first. Oh, that's nice. Wow. You know what? Could we do something different instead? Allow him to lead, ladies. Oh, well, what did you have in mind? Could we do like a day date, like going out somewhere to lunch or going out? Let's do something fun. Wow. You ladies, when you tell a man, let's do something fun. Now, if he's a sober-minded, Christ-like man, a man of godly character, having fun is not going to talk about sex. All right. But say, hey, can we do something fun? Can we go out and do something fun? Now that's going to challenge his thinking. Wow, boom, boom, boom. Now watch this, ladies. He may have never even been creative on a date before. So ladies, be gracious now. Give a man grace, because some of y'all lack some social skills too. Especially y'all precious queens that's been work, church, and home, work, church, and home, work, church, and home for the last 10 years. God bless you. So give the man grace. He may have never gone out anywhere else but dinner and a movie. Okay. So suggest, hey, can we do something fun? Let's go out. Let's go out and do an activity. And then he's like, well, what did you have in mind? Now, if he gets stuck, then by all means, you can offer some assistance. But if he seems like he's really up for it and he's really game, then say, you know what? Why don't you surprise me? Boom. Now, of course, you only give him that opportunity if you've built up a good rapport with him and you can kind of trust that he ain't going to take you up to Space Mountain, you know what I mean? And Hamburger, we about to go up to Yosemite, you know what I mean? 12,000 feet up in the air. So, these are good places too, Lady Felicia. Coach Trina said, no coffee for me either. Okay. So again, Coach Trina, smoothies, I'm a coffee drinker personally, but I wouldn't invite a lady to have coffee unless I knew she loved coffee just as much as I do. Now, if you're from LA, as I am, there's some really cool coffee shops. I mean, swaggerific. Like they got all kind of stuff in there. Like one of my favorite coffee shops has a whole bookstore in the back. Then they got a computer center, cyber center, and then they got other stuff in there it's not just a regular little coffee shop and, get on my computer and work. I mean, like it's dope. They even got a fireplace in there. It's dope. So, unless I knew this person was a coffee lover like me, and it was going to be a cool little environment, depending on the time of day, especially if it was in the evening, boom, that would be a cool thing. But for the most part, I'm not going to take a lady personally. G is not taking a lady to a coffee date. Now, that's just me, but I'm offering you all different suggestions. Okay. I'm a real active guy. So I'm a dude where I want to go, boom, I want to go on a bike ride. Boom, again, being in LA. It's different down here in Atlanta, although there's some wonderful places to go here in Atlanta. But, of course, me being born and raised in LA, so many wonderful things to do. My house is 15 minutes from the beach, so I'm going straight to the beach because there's a ton of stuff to do. There's an ice cream shops, there's all kind of boutiques and stuff, fun places to go in. There's a seafood place, then there's a pizza parlor over there, then there's sushi places, every other 10 spots, it's just a gang of stuff to do. Boom, we can rent some skates and go down and skate. We can rent some bikes. There's so many wonderful things to do in LA. So, I'm into all of that kind of stuff. Boom. Or depending on what part of we are, boom, we can go down here, boom, $50 and get out on a boat ride and go just riding out in the bay in the big old yacht that goes out there. It's a big yacht, takes about like 35 or 40 people. They've got an upper deck and a lower deck. They got music on there. People are always dancing and having a good time. They serve you champagne and strawberries. Again, I don't drink, but boom, champagne and strawberries and da-da-da-da-da. And that's only like $50, fellas. You know what I mean? Nice time. They go out there. So like the whole thing is like 45 minutes to an hour. You know what I mean? So that's fun. And the sea it's not choppy. It's real smooth because the West Coast is the Pacific Ocean, Pacific, smooth, calm, serene. Not like the Atlantic Ocean. You out there, yo! out there like the Gordon's fishermen. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful. Any other questions? Any other questions? I'll take one more question. I'll take one more question before we get up out of here. See, y'all can tell I'm a coffee lover. What kind of coffee is this? I think this is, I don't know, hazelnut, something. I don't know. I'll be having all kind of stuff going on. All right, fam. Well, listen, if there's no more questions, listen, I'm going to get on up out of here. Okay. I'll take Letitia's question. Letitia, you always ask great questions. So how can you really tell if a man is interested? Great question. Some are shy. Yes, some are shy. Some have just been beaten down with rejection because I don't know why some women, a lot of women, think it's a sport to just like shoot men down. Brothers, let me take a pause before I answer Miss Letitia's question. Brothers, don't ever approach a woman if she's with her friends. Just don't do it, brothers. Listen, it takes a really savvy brother and a really good conversationalist to engage a woman while she's with her friends. Okay, because even if she is feeling you, her friends are going to be kind of like nudging her and whispering in her ear, like, to try to shoot you down. Girl, look at his shoes, look funny. Any silly little thing, because they ain't got no man. So they ain't trying to see their friend get a man, right? So you got to be really savvy with it. Like for me, I just love people, and I'm very comfortable in engaging with women. This is my job. This is what I do. So if somebody, and then I am the roast specialist. I'm that dude. I am that dude. So if some lady try to fire off and try to shoot a little comment, I'm like, oh, what? I'm sorry. What did you say? Oh, I just said da 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 da. Your shoes look funny. Oh, okay. Oh, I see you're wearing sandals. Okay. I'm sorry. Do you only have 4 toes or 5? Because I don't see the baby toe. It looks like it's curled up underneath. See, I'm that dude. And then all her friends gonna be laughing at her. See, I'm that dude. I am not the one to mess with. I'm not that dude. I'm not that dude. So soon as I hear something smart, boom, I'm about to get you. I'm about to get you because it don't matter if I talk to her or not. Because if she has allowed for the disrespect for you to say something to me crass, I got you, boo. I'm about to package you up and send you home. Don't come for me unless I send for you. Listen, listen. If she got the audacity to talk about my shoes, I'm coming for them toes. She better not have no sandals on, and she looking like Krusty Mouse. And then she better have her hair done. Her hair better be the bomb, because I'm gonna come after that hair. Like, oh, hold up, I'm sorry. Are you African American? Yes, I'm black. I'm African American. Oh, okay, I didn't know because it looks like you're from 2 different countries. What you trying to say? Well, your bangs are hanging down straight like you're from Asia, but in the back you look like you're from Wakanda. Oh, la 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 la. Wakanda forever. Baby, you can't be from 2 different nations. You got to have, if you Asia in the front, you got to be Asia in the back. You can't have Asia in the front and Wakanda in the back, baby. I'm sorry. You from 2 different nations. That just ain't matching. It ain't working out for you. See, I'm the one. I am that dude. You just don't understand. Tabby, I'm telling you. And I've had girls try me. I've had girls try me. And I don't know what it is. There's always one, just like there's always one crazy dude in the crew. Like there could be a bunch of cool dudes. Tabby, you know what I'm talking about. There could be a bunch of cool brothers, but there's always one that's like a little John, always saying something stupid. Yeah, always acting stupid, just like a kid. You know what I mean? And so the same thing with women. There's always one in the crew that's gonna be smart mouth, sarcastic, da 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 da. Oh, so you a pastor, huh? You know what they say about them pastors? No, what? Tell us. Tell us. What do they say about pastors? And then all her friends are looking at her like, girl, you better, he ain't the one. Yeah, I'm always ready. Listen, Apostle CC, I'm sorry, this is what it is. I am the roast king. I've been the roast king my whole life. You know what I mean? Tabby said, what did I walk in on? Listen, I am that dude. I've been that dude my whole life. Okay. Y'all remember back in the day at school, like everybody would be in a big crowd, like there was a fight. No, we didn't fight. We just bagged on each other. Like we roasted each other. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Look at your shoes, though. I know you thought you was wearing Nike. Them look like crikey. Just crazy. You know what I mean? So listen. So she better not come for me. None of her friends better not try to roast. Anyway, back to the matter at hand, fellas. Don't approach a woman if she's in a crowd with her friends, because there's always going to be one friend that says something cross. And if you're not that dude to like get back at her, then you're going to be standing there and then all her friends going to be laughing. And she might want to talk to you, but she's not going to break out from her friends to talk to you. Most women are not. So let that go, bruh. So let's get back to Letitia's question. Letitia asked, how do you know if a man is really interested in you? Okay, so ladies, listen. You'll know if a man is really interested. Number one, eye contact. Eye contact is huge. Now, one of the things that I really appreciate about a woman who's married or that she's in a committed relationship, she doesn't make sustained eye contact with men. I love and respect that so much about a woman. She may look and smile as for being friendly, but boom, she's back on her business, back on her laptop or whatever. She's not going to make sustained eye contact. So ladies, listen, if a man is making eye contact with you, he's looking at you and he's smiling, boom, make sure you smile back. Ladies, this is not hard, but some of y'all make it hard. Smile back. Hello. Take that tag that's across your forehead. It's like, I don't want to be bothered. Take that tag off your forehead. Take that tag off your forehead. Take that tag off your forehead and smile. It's okay. Okay? Take the tag off your forehead that says, I don't want to be bothered. Smile at the brother. Okay? Now, you'll know if he's really interested, of course, if he comes over and approaches. Now, some guys, again, like you said, Letitia, are shy. All right. But if you smile and you engage him, and maybe he's smiling at you, he's smiling, but he doesn't say anything, take the initiative to say hello to him first. Hi, how are you? Uh, uh, I'm good. What's your name? My name is Letitia. Jeff. you know, and just that friendly gesture will let that man know, boom, you know, you can come on over and approach me, have a conversation. Now, of course, Letitia, that is if you find him attractive as well. But the ladies, you have to show some interest as well. Okay. If you see a man who's a little bit slow, a little bit reticent to approach, he's a little bit shy. And ladies, y'all know, you can tell when a man is shy. If he seems a little bit shy, it's okay to let that man know, hey, it's okay. Hey, boom, give him your name. Apostle CC, you smile, but they don't approach. Coach Trina, you can call it petty if you want to. Listen, you think I'm about to stand here? I'm a whole grown man, and I'm going to let some woman just fire off of me like we at Def Comedy Jam? Because you know how them women are. The women are petty. Them women are petty. They catty. I'm not the dude. I'm born and raised in South Central. If a sister come for me, I promise you, it's on like popcorn. It is on. Listen, Cherie, I'm telling you, this is what I do because I love people and I love to laugh and I love to make people laugh. And I'm the most kind-hearted brother. I'm the most gentlemanly man. I'm the dude that if we really engage and we're having fun and we're having great conversation, I mean, I'm the dude that'll buy drinks for everybody at the table. Now, not no alcohol. I ain't gonna buy no alcohol, but if everybody just sitting there and everybody had lunch or had dinner, I'm the dude to be like, hey, everybody drinking what you drinking? Coke, boom, Sprite, boom, 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 Shirley Temple, boom, 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 Arnold Palmer, whatever. I'm the dude that'll buy drinks for everybody at the table or order one or two big desserts and everybody just eat dessert. Come on, let's get into it. I'm that dude. But you're not gonna just open up fire on me and I'm gonna just stand there like a deer in the headlights. Oh no, I got you. I'm set up for a person just like you. I am equipped, gun always loaded. Hey, Marilyn. Yeah, coach, you hang out with a different crew, so that's cool. I need to hang out with ladies in your crew, cause see, my mom and dad, they raised me to be a gentleman. My mom and dad raised me to be a gentleman, so I'm gonna always be kind-hearted, even to a woman who's I'm somebody I'm not attracted to, somebody I'm not even trying to talk to. I'm gonna still be kind to her. Trina, Coach Trina, you've been around me long enough. You've been in my broadcast long enough. You know my spirit. I'm kind-hearted to everybody. Even if you're kind of snasty, snisty, nice, nasty, I'm gonna still be kind to you. But if you let off, if you let off, I might give you one good chance. Like, okay, now. I might be gracious that day and let you have one. But for those of y'all that ain't from the country, that's IF apostrophe N. If you keep going in on me, oh no. I'm always loaded, ready to go. I'm always ready to go. All right, y'all. Well, this has been a cool little lunchtime love chat. Hope you all got some value out of it. I'll be back on later on this afternoon. You listen, Cherie, if and you going in on me, I got to get you. I got to get you. Listen, try Jesus. Please don't try me, because I throw verbal jabs. You know what I'm saying? My mama said, knock you out. Oh my God in heaven. Great question, Dr. Carolyn Chapman. So some men are intimidated by a woman that has her own. So this is a two-way street, as my grandmother used to always say. Relationship is a two-way street. So um, there are some men. Let's go ahead and deal with. There are some men who are intimidated by a woman. These men are insecure men. These men who haven't discovered their own purpose yet. These men are men who are financially strapped. And so, yes, they're intimidated by the success and the growth and the prosperity of a woman who's got it going on. Yeah, of course, because he don't have his stuff together. Now, men who are purpose driven, men who have their stuff together, men who are very secure in themselves. Baby, Oprah Winfrey could walk up and it'd be like, hey, we're going to love on her. We're going to give her respect. But I'm not about to be intimidated by her. I'm a king. Why am I going to be intimidated by Oprah? Let alone Gail. I'm sorry. I had to go there. So no, it's really about men in terms of where they are in their life, Dr. Carolyn. Where is he in his life? All right. That's number one. On the other side of that are women operating in masculine energy and using their money, their accomplishments, their education as a calling card in an effort to try to one up men. I've literally had a woman who I used to be really, really good friends with. We're no longer friends. She used to say, because she was very wealthy, she used to say, and I quote, I'm pretty good when I walk in a room full of men. I'm never intimidated because I know I got a bigger D than most of the men in there. That's what she used to say. And a lot of women think like that. A lot of women think like that. Women that have advanced degrees, women who are 7 and 8 figure earners, a lot of women think like that. I've been around them. I'm born and raised in Hollywood, y'all. I've heard all the conversations. I'm telling you, Coach Trina, listen, I've been doing this August. It will be 20 years that I've been doing this, y'all. I ain't new. Don't let this little young face fool you. Praise God. I've been doing this for 20 years. And then being blessed to work in Hollywood and entertainment circles and being around political circles, around senators, congressmen. I've been blessed to sit down, have lunch with Governor Schwarzenegger and his wife, Maria Shriver. I mean, I've been around some of the highest of the high. And I hear all the conversations. Now, of course, in those settings, I'm a fly on the wall. Zip the lip. I say nothing. I'm just listening. Sponge. Taking all the information in. But yeah, but women who are, and this is not true for all, not even true for most, but quite a few women who are at a certain level of a certain caliber, if she feels that she has just as much, if not more, than most of the men in that room, yeah, she comes in walking like she has something between her legs, other than what God put between her legs. I've literally heard a woman say that, and more than once, more than twice, more than 3 times. So those type of women use what they have as a calling card, Dr. Carolyn. And so men may not be intimidated by it, but men may be absolutely resistant to have a conversation with her or to engage her. Because if you carrying around man energy, guess what? We as men, we love women with feminine energy. I'm already around a whole bunch of ninjas. I mean, I got masculinity all around me. Testosterone is off the charts. Can we get some estrogen up in the room? Can I get some femininity up in here? Can I get some good smelling perfume and some soft skin up in this piece? So there you have it. Yeah, Cherie, you said you have a cousin like that. She attracts men, but she can't keep them. too bossy. Absolutely. This is what you see with these women. There's a lot of women like that down here in Atlanta, a whole lot of them. There's one woman in particular. If I called her name, which I won't, if I called her name, almost all of you would know her. But she's a multimillionaire, and she's helped a lot of other women become multimillionaires. She's a straight up dude that looks like a woman. I mean, she is a woman, but everything about her is a dude. How she walks, she's like a dude. She smokes cigars like a dude. Listen, being in LA, and I shared with you all before about Ladera Heights, which is a part of LA, and part of that area is known as the Black Beverly Hills. A lot of very prominent, very wealthy Black people live in that area. And at Magic Johnson Starbucks, where we used to do poetry on Wednesday nights, a lot of the prominent people are there. They're outside playing chess, backgammon, and smoking cigars. It's literally like a cigar club. And there's ladies out there that smoke cigars. It's actually pretty cool to see a woman in her femininity enjoying a cigar. Now, of course, most of you women, you wouldn't like smoking cigars. You probably don't even like men who smoke cigars, and that's cool. But I mean, I've seen women actually make cigar smoking look sexy. You know what I mean? I personally don't want a woman that smokes cigars, but I've seen women in their femininity. But this particular woman, like I said, she based here in Atlanta, very well known, multimillionaire. Her whole swag and everything about her is straight up mannish. Everything is mannish. And so she boasts about how much money she has. She boasts about all the things that she does, and she does a lot of stuff. She boasts about all the people she's helped and da 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 da. She boasts about how beautiful she is, her body, and da 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 da. She still ain't married. Eight-figure earner, still ain't married. Driving Rolls Royces, driving Bentleys, still ain't married. So, yeah, these men, they just ain't on my level. No, baby, it's plenty of brothers out here in Atlanta that got plenty of money. For real, for real. Not just faking and shaking. I mean, for real, for real. I know 3 brothers who are multimillionaires. I know one brother, he owns a trucking company. This brother got mad bank. Okay. He drives around. I would be driving around in a convertible Mercedes or a Beamer or something like, or an SUV. This brother drives around in a convertible Bentley, a convertible Maybach, that's his around town car. Then he's got a whole bunch of other cars. Brother, he just got it like that. And so, does she want to be married? Oh, Benjela, I'm sure she wants to be married. You know what? I'm glad you asked that question, Benjela, because one thing I've learned about women, and I don't know everything, don't pretend to, I never will know all about women. But one thing I've learned about women is that a lot of this false bravado in talking about their wealth and their stuff and all the things they're doing and going and jumping on jets and going to Dubai and going to San Tropez and all of those wonderful things, they ain't trying to always be doing girls trips. Because ultimately, boom, you had a circle of 10 women. Now 2 of them got married and 2 other ones got boyfriends. And then you got another 2 and she got hitched. And next thing you know, your circle's gotten right here. And most of your girls that you've raised up and that you hang out with, they either got a man or they're married. Now you're sitting over here lonely as a jaybird. And I can tell about a woman when she begins to be highly critical of other women who get married, of other women who are in relationships. So I guarantee you she wants to be married. It'll take a real special dude to marry that woman. I wouldn't sign nobody up for that. It'll take a real special dude to marry her. All right, y'all. I love you. Blessings on you. This has been cool. I'll probably try to come back later on this afternoon or maybe early this evening. No, second thought, I got a meeting at 6:30. So I'll probably try to come back on later this evening, family. All right. All right, y'all. Blessings on you. Have a good day. My brother Ray Ross in the building. What's up? Good to see you, man. Blessings on you and Lady Denise. Okay, CC, I got you. All right, fam. Blessings on you. We'll see you later by God's grace. Have a great day.